of the Undersecretary of the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, Dr. Jibril Awol, who is not in the country. He's supposed to be with you this morning, but unfortunately he went for an official mission abroad. Allowed me, on behalf of the Ministry and Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, to stand before you to give an opening remark during this launch of the report on the mapping and analysis of the national laws from gender perspective. I'm pleased to be with you this morning to launch this report. The Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs was waiting for this particular report for long, for the last 2 years. And we are getting some of the challenges on launching this particular report at this particular time, because there are some of the security laws which we were thinking if this particular report was out, it will reflect in the security laws which are amended by MCAC. But nevertheless, we will try to do our best as the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. The revitalized agreement on the conflict on the resolution of the Republic of South Sudan and the constitution, the transitional constitution of the Republic of South Sudan 2011 as amended, and this report all call for reforms of the institutions and reform of the laws. Therefore, I will be confirming that this particular report we are launching today, it's in conformity with the agreement and the constitution. Therefore, we will not be having any problem in terms of legality, because it is in line with the agreement and the constitution. This report came when South Sudan committed to be bound by international and regional instruments by acceding to, for example, like CEDAW, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, and then the right of person with disability, which IDMON is really advocating for, and lastly, the Mobutu Protocol, because we were waiting for Mobutu Protocol for long, but now since South Sudan acceded on this particular report, let us see what will happen. Maybe that is the step of changing some of these particular ideas on us, because we acceded previously on CEDAW and nothing happened. We are still saying that we have laws which discriminate the gender. But let us see, maybe Mobutu Protocol is the one who will be solving some of these particular problems. But what I observed when Edward brought in civil society to talk before the government, this is a very good forum for us, because government and civil society throughout, they have their own issues. When government is here, then civil society will be saying we will not be talking, though they are talking. But for us as a government also, we fear, because civil society throughout attack us. Therefore, sometimes we don't like. When I heard that IDMON will be in, I say, let me go and face the challenge. What can we do? This is a reality, and we need to solve this particular problem. And if we speak in one voice, like the way now he was advocating, I think we are moving forward. And this is a very great achievement among us. Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs participate in this particular exercise. We went through 5 states and we got the challenges within the states, and we try now to come out with the report, which my colleague Jackson later on will be giving an overview about the report, because it's not everybody who went through this particular report. But I will not be highlighting a lot of things, because Jackson will be giving an overview about the gaps. But I just want to put also that it's not the Ministry of Justice alone who can do. Because when I came in and I was seeing all the government institutions who are here, the government institution who review the laws is the Ministry of Justice and the Law Reform Commission. But unfortunately, they are not here. Yeah. Okay, then I'm happy. I'm happy that my colleagues are here. Because it's not good we talk of reforms and then we leave the Law Reform Commission. It's good that we work hand in hand with them together so we can achieve at least, because sometimes it's good if we are not seeing whatever the Ministry of Justice is not seeing, because you know sometimes we are smart, and when you are smart you don't think that there is something bad in your face. So it's good for a third person to come in and say, no, this is wrong. Therefore, it's good that not to be in the government institution working on this particular review, but we are encouraging also the civil society, though we don't give them a chance to look at our bills. But we leave for assembly when they are deliberating on some of these particular laws to open a debate within the assembly because they are the lawmakers. But once it is still in the property of the Ministry of Justice, then we consider it as confidential. We don't open up. And sometimes this is a mistake because from us it moves to Council of Ministers. And approved by the Council of Ministers, it goes to the assembly, the lawmakers. So I will be encouraging the civil society within here and even the UN agency also, that if some of these particular laws reach Parliament, it's good that we go and have a look at it there, so we can have our own opinion to be included in. Don't depend on the Ministry of Justice because we are guided by the Constitution and the agreement. But also you can go and we argue in the assembly. Sometimes even the Ministry of Justice, we have our own observation. But we are not able to do it because we are guided by the Constitution and the agreement and we don't want to contradict the law. Therefore, sometimes we go and debate in the assembly. In conclusion, allow me to thank UN Women for their support.